I'm not angry. I'm just really disappointed in you. Guys, and welcome to my Raccoon City review. Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon City review. I'm a little bit late on this one, and I'm sorry about that. Where I live in the world, I didn't get a chance to watch it in cinemas, and it came out on demand this week, so I got a chance to check it out. But before I dive into this movie, I'll give you a little backstory into my history with Resident Evil, which I probably have done already before, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil games. I haven't played them all, but I've played like the main ones, 1 up to 7. And my favourite ones out of all the Resident Evil series is I love the second one, especially the original second one. Was one of the first games I played on PlayStation 1. And then I played the first one, so I played the second one first and then I played the first one, and I loved them. I really enjoyed the remake of Resident Evil 2. I actually do prefer the original though, but I did like the remake. I really did. I did enjoy what they did with it. But one of my favourite games of all time is Resident Evil 4. To me, even now, that game is flawless for me. I play it at least once a year, and I've bought that game on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and if I ever get a PlayStation 5, I would get it for PlayStation 5 as well. That's how much I enjoy Resident Evil 4. So I'm not a hardcore die-hard Resident Evil fan. Like, I don't know everything about the Resident Evil universe, but I'm a fan enough to enjoy the games a lot. And getting into the movies that we've had previously, the one thing I hoped was that this new Resident Evil film, at least, even if it was bad, would be better than all them Resident Evil movies that came before it. And I can't believe I'm actually going to say this. I actually can't. But this new Resident Evil movie is the worst of the bunch. I couldn't even think that would be possible, but it actually is. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be much of a review, or it's me going to go on a rant, or it's going to be the shortest review I've ever done, because, pardon me, I'll tell you the biggest problem I have with this movie, and it's the fact that I watched it the other night and I've completely forgot about it already. It's so forgettable. Like, I generally have forgotten large parts of this film, and that's probably a good thing, to be honest with you, because this movie was boring. At least with the other Resident Evil movies, in my opinion anyway, they're so bad, they're at least entertaining to watch. And you can't say they're boring. You know what I mean? This really is boring. And whose idea it was? Who thought this would be a good idea? To combine Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 together for an hour and a half movie. Who signed off on that? There's so much story. There's hours and hours and hours worth of story and character development, and there's so much there that you can bring to life and take your time with and explore. And they just cram it all together. Well, some of it, cram it all together in an hour and a half movie that all it basically does is throws in references for you to say like, oh, well, look, this was in a Resident Evil game. Oh, look, this was in a Resident Evil game. This was in a Resident Evil game. Fans are going to love this. It doesn't have to make any sense. Oh, do you know, I find it hard talking about movies that I was really looking forward to and then just completely let me down. I find it actually hard to talk about it. Like I don't want to waste my time with it. But pardon me, I'm sorry. But I watched a lot of reviews before I watched Resident Evil, and you know the reviews have not been kind to this, and I kind of thought to myself, I was like, you know, it can't be that bad. I'll probably find something to enjoy in it. Oh, they were all right. They were all absolutely right. This film is terrible. Now, I'm pretty sure that, you know, the people involved in this did not want to make a bad movie. Like, no one wants to make a bad movie. And there's no blame on the actors in this film at all. I mean, I think they did their best with the direction and the characters they were given. Right, there's absolutely no fault on their part. But I would say my biggest, 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 biggest gripe with this movie is the way Leon Kennedy is portrayed in this movie. That one, I just can't forgive. I don't get where the idea for that came from. And I can't even believe they thought that was a good idea to do. I can't. He has probably become the face of Resident Evil. Like, if you were to, probably, you know, if you were to grab Resident Evil fans off the street or whatever and say, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say Resident Evil? You'll get some people that say Claire Redfield, you get some people that say Chris Redfield, T5 is what, like, they'll throw out names to you. But I do think the majority of people, especially younger people, or probably people around my age, would say Leon Kennedy. When you play Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, Leon Kennedy is us. Do you know what I mean? We'd like to think we would be Leon Kennedy. You know, dust yourself off, get on with it, tackle a load of zombies, try and help people, try and save the day. You know what I mean? He's not perfect, you know, but he doesn't, you know what I mean? He's not really fazed by everything. He just, like, you know, he has the can-do spirit and gets on with it. In this movie, he is such an useless idiot. They just make him. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None. It's like if they made like a Days Gone movie, say, and then they make Deacon St. John an absolute bumbling idiot that can barely make it through on his own. It would be like that. You would be pissed off, wouldn't you? I can't wrap my head around why they thought that was a good idea to do that. I can't. Anyway, I'm done. I'm absolutely done talking about this movie. I've had enough. So, have I said any positives about this damn thing? Some of the set design was good. I mean, credit where credit's due. When you see some of the Spencer mansion, it does look like the mansion. When they first enter it, you do look at it and you go, do you know what? There's a Spencer mansion that's quite cool. And the same with the police station, like the opening, you know, the lobby of the police station. It looks like the police station from the games. I mean, that's cool. You know, I got a kick out of that. But that's about it. Some of the zombies look good. The CGI is awful. Awful. Yeah. If you're a fan of Resident Evil, the chances are you've watched this film already. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that we got this. Like, I don't know how you can mess a Resident Evil movie up. I don't get it. I don't get it. Everything is there. The blueprint is there already. Oh, it's not out of 5. This is my biggest letdown I've had this year. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm not upbeat, guys, but this film pissed me off. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you again very soon, and I will be a lot happier. Alright, guys, take care of yourselves. Bye now.